In the morning, you can either stagger out of bed, crawling into the shower, or you can wake up with conviction, ready to tackle your day. Well, that's the main idea when it comes to morning routines. We all want to have that perfect morning routine where you feel well rested, ready to tackle the day ahead. And having that perfect morning routine is even more tricky nowadays with the adventation of working from home. I myself am finding that I'm committing some cardinal sins that are quite literally eating into my time. And this just threw me out of whack. So in this video, I'll be going over 5 habits that you need to stop doing during the morning. Do not pick up your phone. Now this is for anyone that needs to check their Instagram, emails, or messages within the first 5 minutes of waking up. Now this may sound obvious, but please just don't look at it, don't touch it, don't even acknowledge that the phone is in the same room as you. Reason being, the problem starts the night before when we set our alarms using our mobile phones. And when you've woken up with the alarm on your mobile phone and switched it off, what is the natural progression? You go onto the other apps, or you want to check something else which is right in front of you. A gateway leading you to spend more time on that actual device. It may even seem harmless when you think to yourself, I'm going to spend 1 or 2 minutes just to check on emails or messages, but seriously, this is a black hole just sucking your time, laying there in wait while you're scrolling in the morning. So you actually want to encourage yourself and get up in the morning when setting an alarm. So if it has to be on your phone, try and place it across the room or somewhere where you actually have to get up in order to switch off your alarm. Think about it, when you start opening your phone, you're opening up the floodgates to information. And when you're half asleep, you're being bombarded by this. And when I stopped instinctively checking my phone first thing in the morning, I actually found on average I'd actually spend less time during the day on my device. I try to usually check it just before I start work, and doing this gives me a hard cut-off point in order to put my phone down. There's no leeway in order to spend another 20 or 30 minutes on my device. Because without knowing it, this triggers your emotional reactions, or just that bog standard self-comparison. We've all seen those posts with people posting their keys saying first time owners. Self-comparison is never a good cocktail of imagery to drink. It's important to try and put your mind in the right mindset for the day ahead. I would even go as far as saying avoid reading newspapers first thing in the morning or checking the news. Usually within the newspapers or the news, it's something negative. Whenever you see the headlines, it's something that catches your eye, and that's probably a negative headline. That's not something you really want to input yourself subconsciously in your mind first thing in the morning. And these negative storylines are designed for us to pick them up instinctively, and weirdly enough, whenever we see a negative headline as opposed to a positive headline, we're more likely to pick up the newspaper or read the article if it is a negative headline. So what are the alternatives not to scroll and to nourish your minds? Well, for me personally, I like to listen to either podcasts or some type of maybe motivational video, or plainly just reading a book. You can even try journaling or writing some morning pages. Hitting the snooze button. If you've hit the snooze button first thing in the morning, well done. You failed your first mission. And yes, this may sound dramatic, but all jokes aside, it's quite easy to convince yourself just to wait 5 more minutes when you're trying to sleep and the alarm goes off. But the hard truth is that you're setting yourself up for failure before the day has even started. And for me personally, there's even been the odd occasion where I've hit the snooze button, not even realizing that I've actually just totally switched it off. And when I do sleep in and I've hit the snooze button, I sometimes actually feel a bit worse because I've overslept. And when you train yourself to hit the snooze button, you're training yourself subconsciously not to follow through with your intentions for the day. If you really want to get extra sleep, be realistic about the times that you're going to bed and the times that you're going to wake up. Stop waking up at different times. Your body needs a goalpost to understand where to start for the day. If you keep shifting your times, your body will never get to a state of ease, and it will always be in a state of unease. Waking up at different times can have a knock-on effect, and it can really just mess you up for the whole week. And we naturally try to find a pattern where our body clock can fit into that. What time you go to bed, what time you wake up, when you're starting to feel tired. Your body really does know roughly when that happens, when you get yourself into a nice routine. So consistency is key here. Whenever I've tried to implement a new routine or a habit, I always try to stick to a regular time schedule so that my body can actually acclimatize to this. and now I naturally wake up around 7 p.m, sometimes even before my alarm, annoyingly, but that's a good sign showing that my body knows roughly when I should be waking up. Making too many decisions. I don't know about you, but first 20 minutes, I am not really with it. I am tripping over myself or dropping things, and the less decisions I can make in the morning, the better. So to do this, I actually followed a rule that some entrepreneurs follow, and that is to basically have a type of uniform. And it's not as a uniform per se, but it's sticking to a set of clothes that I know when I wake up that I'm going to wear. I have a set of 4 jumpers and 2 other jumpers in the same style but different colour that I wear on a daily basis. 2 pairs of jeans and more or less the same trainers that I wear. And this is just done to eliminate decisions and reduce the decision fatigue that may happen during the mornings. And this also aids speed as well. Now, I'm not wondering whether my favourite sweater is clean or in the laundry, but if it even just goes to far as just preparing your clothes the night before, what you're going to wear, this will save you a lot of time. And lastly, rushing. I hate rushing during the mornings. The morning panic can be real, especially when you're running late. And we've all been there where you've woken up late probably due to alarm, or you've missed your train. Describe your morning. It hasn't necessarily been the best, has it? Going from then onwards, it kind of has a knock-on effect. So I always try to have a bit of leeway in the mornings in order for me not to rush. That way I can prepare my breakfast, I can take the routes I want when I'm walking to work, I can sit on the seat, as stupid as it sounds, the seat that I like to sit at next to the window on the train, and generally just have a peaceful walk into work. And you might even want to take it a step further, like myself. I tend to go in the gym in the mornings, and when I'm done, that still leaves me with 20 to 30 minutes to kind of do whatever I want. So whether that is sitting in a coffee shop, preparing on the day ahead, or just reading a book, or just doing some studying. And it's just nice to have that little bit of a bumper before I start my day. Anyways guys, those are my 5 bad habits to try and avoid during the mornings. I hope you like it. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And if you like this video, please smash that like button. It really does help me. And I'll see you guys in another video. Bye bye.